Welcome back to the series where we tackle the problem of dull knives. Today I'll continue showing you a simple, cost-free method that makes use of tools you probably already have at home. A dull knife is more than just inconvenient. It can actually be more dangerous than a sharp one, since it slips easily, reduces control, and makes cutting unpredictable. That's why keeping your knives in good condition is something you simply can't afford to overlook. My goal here isn't to make things complicated, but to keep them practical, efficient, and effective. If you want to save time, rely on everyday items you already own, and discover how far resourcefulness can take you, then this video will offer you a solution that's both straightforward and worth trying out. Stay tuned, because sometimes the most ordinary things around us can turn out to be surprisingly powerful and useful. So you don't need to worry about this problem, because I already have an idea for it. Here I've got two AA batteries, the kind we often use every day. Interestingly, when placed next to each other, they form an angle of about 20 degrees, which happens to be the perfect angle for sharpening a knife. Next, I have a sheet of sandpaper with a grit of 400, just right for bringing a knife's edge back to sharpness. But we can't simply use it as it is. What we need to do is wrap the sandpaper around the two AA batteries we prepared earlier, turning them into a simple yet effective sharpening tool. To avoid any waste, simply mark it, then cut with scissors so the sandpaper fits neatly and is just enough to use. Now let's start wrapping it up. You should use the right type of liquid glue to wrap the sandpaper around the batteries. Don't go for a cheap, unsuitable glue, as it will only end up wasting your time and effort. Are you still watching? If you find this topic useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's it. While waiting for the glue to dry, we'll move on to the next step. Here, I've prepared a piece of wood with a fairly suitable size. You can see it on the video screen. We can fix the tool, made of the two sandpaper-wrapped batteries, onto this piece of wood to make sharpening the knife easier and more stable. We'll make use of the leather surface from an old, small, and used wallet to polish the knife's edge. Now we cut a piece to the right size and fix it onto the wood with glue, completing the knife sharpening tool. This homemade tool is now complete and ready. Let's take it out and test it, checking if the knife's edge is sharpened evenly as expected. Do you remember the dull knife we showed at the beginning of this video? I'll demonstrate sharpening the knife for you first before actually doing it so you can see exactly how it's done. Alright, we'll spray a little water before starting the knife sharpening process. I've shortened the knife sharpening process in this video to help you see the steps quickly while still understanding the main procedure. So please support me by watching the entire video. Thank you. After a long period of sharpening, I feel that now it's ready to be used again. But before that, we'll move on to the polishing step. Using the leather surface of this old wallet, we'll apply a layer of wax to polish the metal surface. The polishing procedure requires controlled execution. Place the knife blade on the waxed leather surface, maintaining a consistent angle of approximately 20 degrees. Move the blade in a single uniform direction with moderate pressure, avoiding any shaking. Perform multiple even passes on both sides of the blade. Carefully inspect the metal surface after each pass to ensure minor scratches are smoothed out and the desired level of shine is achieved without deforming the knife edge. The knife is now polished, with a smooth, shiny surface that's a world apart from before. A sharp blade is easier and safer to use. Now try cutting a few materials to feel the difference instantly. In fact, the moment I touched the knife blade, I could already feel that this sharpening session was truly successful. The knife was only slightly dull with no major issues, so the process went quite smoothly. This success came from careful preparation, choosing the right tools, and performing each step meticulously. Every action, from wrapping sandpaper around the batteries, fixing the tool onto the wood, to polishing with leather and wax, contributed to the perfect result. The feeling of the blade becoming sharp and shiny, smooth to the touch, is genuinely exciting. With just a little patience, you can also experience the joy of completing something seemingly simple yet incredibly useful. This DIY toolmaking process not only sharpens the knife effectively but also offers a fun, creative experience, allowing you to learn and discover ways to repurpose everyday items. Now, when using the blade, you'll feel both safe and comfortable. I want to thank everyone for watching, supporting, and following along with this video series. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so more people can learn effective knife sharpening techniques. Try it at home, and you'll feel the clear difference as well as the satisfaction of bringing a dull knife back to sharp, polished perfection.